Come on, set! Here we go, set! Set up! Set! Set up! Down! Ready? Set! Ready! Ready! Ready, ready! Set up! Ready, break! Set up! Set! Ready! Let's go! Hut, hut! Ready! Ready! Let's go now! Hut! Here we go, here we go! Let's go! Shut up! Ready, ready? Come on, set! Hut up! Here we go, set! Go! Set! Hut! Down! Set, go! On the ready! Set up! Down! Set, go! Here we go, here we go! Ready, ready? Set! Go! Ready! Hut, hut! Got it! Ready? Hut! On the double! Ready? Set! Ready? Let's go now! Set up! Set! Ready! Set, go! Ready, ready! Ready, ready! Here we go, set! Set. Ready. Ready, ready. Ready, ready. Set up. On the ready. Ready. Okay, break. Hut, hut. Set. Ready. Let's go. Go. Ready. Hut. Let's go now. Check go. Here we go. Here we go. Ready, ready. On the shake. Set up. Set up. Ready. Okay, ready. Hut, hut. Ready up. Ready. Got it. Ready. Go. Come on, come on. Set. Hut. Here we go. Set. Set go. Set. Ready, ready. Down. Set up. Ready. Ready. Set. Ready. Hut, hut. Ready, ready. Ready.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're in for a show from Anthony Richardson. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Ravens and the Steelers under the lights on Monday night.
Oh, the cold weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight we wrap up Week 11 with a great Monday nighter, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
When a winning streak stretches this far, you start to wonder if a team is truly unstoppable. And here's a guy who's been very much the legs that have helped drive this team to wins week after week. And even when teams have keyed on him and tried to slow him down, he's still gotten the job.
And right away, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Steelers send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll take it just outside the 40. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And they will take over 1st and 10. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week. So keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. These 2 teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, That's nice, but once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd and 9. Here's Richardson to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Richardson. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. A costly mistake there in the return game, and that is not how you want to answer an opening touchdown.
Yeah, and your defense is asking you a lot of questions right now because you're already down 7-0. You turn the ball over, they've got to go right back out there to try and keep it from getting to 14-0.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Anthony Richardson, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field, and of course for pass plays. For the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, go, go! Go, go!
Now Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Norris. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game,
did.
right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
Holding. Offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
3rd and 19. Here's Lawrence to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here, just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast
true.
start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
60 Vikings, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. He completes it to Nelson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tempo.
On the option left, Richardson. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
18 Rattler. Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. This is caught. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So, Charles, they are on the board after that. Drives 3 points, obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And some room to maneuver. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
1st down, Baltimore.
They go play action with Richardson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The good signal calls will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Able to power through. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it's 3rd down.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Cup 19. Cup 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
From the shotgun, Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, Crash.
On the option left, Richardson. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. A nice run there. He calls his own number, gets the 1st down, and then slides to a stop before he has to take any contact.
And that absolutely has to please this coaching staff, because you know they've been drilling into his head. You're no good to us on the sidelines if you're not playing, right? If you have to be over here full-time with us, that doesn't work so well. We need you on the field, so sliding like that, they'll take that every time.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
Cowboy 80.
Richardson looking to throw this. His throw incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Anthony Richardson with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Ravens are able to add on to their 1st half lead. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 1st down, Lawrence looking for Perriman there. He's got him. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Lawrence. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 40. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10. Lawrence. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. This pass complete to Higgins. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And to throw again is Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception. Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Richardson looking to throw. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Big strides, look at him go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Dalton Kincaid in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play. Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Josh Allen, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon. Traylon Burks, well over 100 yards with 2 touchdown catches to boot. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Green Bay Packers. Joe Burrow leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. It was the former Longhorn Bijan Robinson who was tough to stop in that first half. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Richardson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Quick throw completed by Richardson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Panther Street! Panther Street!
And they'll send the slot in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Lawrence's throw caught by Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards the pickup there.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 8. On the option left, Richardson. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
Brought down back at the 24-yard line.
19, Pioneer. 19, Lion. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ravens 60.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. That is caught. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now Richardson back to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Ravens use the short field to get in for 6. Well, familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. Fighting his way through contact. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Steelers offense now, they head back. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. He's got Perriman. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Warriors 70, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Richardson to throw off play action. Caught by Nelson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
Throwing on 1st down.